Welcome to the disassembly and cleaning instructions for pressure-fed soft-serve machines. This video will cover the following topics: emptying the machine, disassembly and cleaning, assembly and sanitizing, machine startup, pump hose repositioning, and pump disassembly and cleaning. Pressurized machines have two types of spigot handles, gate and pull down. The gate style is opened by moving the handle to the left. The pull-down style is opened by pulling downwards. The machine in this video has the pull-down handles, which are self-closing. The gate-style handles need to be closed when finished dispensing. This video is intended for both handle styles. In the cab, move the mix pickup assembly to an empty bucket. Stop the serve mode by pressing the off button on the IntelliTec2 control. Start the clean mode by pressing the clean button. When product in the barrel has melted after about 5 minutes, drain the machine. Press the pump and clean buttons to stop the pump and end the clean mode. Fill the bucket with tap water and run the clean mode again. Press and hold the air bleed valve on the front door. After water fills the freezing cylinder, release the valve. Let the machine run for at least 30 seconds and drain the machine. Press the pump and clean buttons. Prepare cleaning solution with Stoelting green label or equivalent. Follow the instructions on the label. Fill the bucket with the cleaning solution and press the pump and clean buttons. Let the machine run for 30 seconds, then press the pump and clean buttons and drain the machine. Turn the machine off by pressing the main freezer power on/off button. Remove the rosette caps and spigot extensions. Unscrew the knobs and remove the front door. Remove the front door O-ring, air bleed valve, and valve spring from the door. Remove the O-rings from the air bleed valve and spigots. To remove an O-ring, wipe off the lubricant using a clean towel. Then squeeze the O-ring upward to form a loop. Roll the O-ring out of the groove. Remove the front auger support and bushing. Pull the auger out slowly. As the auger is being pulled out, remove the plastic flights. Keep the rear of the auger tipped up once it is clear of the freezing cylinder to prevent the rear seal from dropping. Wipe the spline lubricant off of the end of the auger and remove the rear seal assembly. Remove the rear seal O-ring and disassemble the rear seal. Unscrew the springs from the auger flights. In the cab, disconnect and remove the mixed pickup assemblies. Remove the mixed container and covers. Remove the drain tray and drip tray. Disassemble the check valve. Inspect all the parts for wear or damage and replace them as necessary. Follow local and state regulations for cleaning and sanitizing. Use brushes, sponges, and washcloths to thoroughly clean all the parts. Mix sanitizer according to manufacturer's instructions. After cleaning and sanitizing the parts, install the drain tray and wash the freezing cylinder. Prepare Stera-Sheen sanitizer and sanitize the freezing cylinder with a barrel brush. Always wash your hands before assembling. Screw the springs into the studs on the auger flights. Put the O-ring onto the auger and apply petrogel to the O-ring. Place the adapter into the rear seal. Lubricate the metal surface on the rear seal with petrogel and install it onto the auger. Put spline lubricant onto the hex end of the auger shaft. Install the auger into the freezing cylinder. Rotate the auger to engage the drive shaft. Put petrogel on the auger support bushing. Place the bushing onto the auger support and install the support. Rotate the auger support so that one of the legs points straight down. Put the O-ring onto the air bleed valve and lubricate it with petrogel. Insert the valve into the door. Install the compression spring, then hand tighten the knob. Put the O-rings onto the spigot bodies and put petrogel onto the O-rings. Install the spigot bodies. Install the large O-rings. Place the front door on the machine and hand tighten the knobs. Tighten them in a crisscross pattern. Install the drip tray and drip tray grid. Put the mix container into the cabinet. Assemble the check valve assembly. Install the O-rings and lubricate them with petrogel. Make sure the spring is placed correctly. Then assemble and secure the lock clip. Connect the assembly to the tubing in the cab. Prepare Stearine sanitizer and pour it into the mix container. Turn the machine and pump on. Make sure the freezing cylinder is off. If it's not, press the on-off buttons to turn it off. Press the clean button. Press the air bleed valve on the front door to release air pressure. Pull the knob to close the valve. Check for leaks at the front door and rear seal. After 5 minutes, press the clean button and pump on-off button. Open the spigot to completely drain the sanitizing solution. Close the spigot. Remove any remaining sanitizer from the mix container. Make sure the freezing cylinder is off. If not, press the on-off buttons to turn it off. Fill the mix container with at least 2.5 gallons of mix. Press the pump on-off button. Open the spigot and drain a small amount of mix to remove any remaining sanitizer. Press the air bleed valve to release air pressure. Pull the knob to close the valve. Allow the freezing cylinder to fill until the mix level is about 1/2 inch below the valve. Press the on-off button for the cylinder to be run. Press the push to freeze button. When the display shows serve, product is ready to dispense.
This section covers the pump hose repositioning and cleaning. The mix pump hose should be repositioned after every 800 gallons of mix is served or every 2 weeks, whichever happens first. Stoelting recommends disassembling and cleaning all plastic tubing in the refrigeration cabinet on a monthly basis or per local and state health codes. Complete the following steps after emptying the mix and flushing water through the tubing. Reposition the mix pump hose after disassembly and cleaning. To reposition the hose, turn the mix pump on. Pull the left side of the mix hose until about 12 inches of hose is available. Turn the pump off. Disconnect the fitting from the tan hose. Cut 7.5 inches off the end of the hose and discard. Install the hose onto the fitting. Turn the mix pump on until the hose feeds through the clamp, then turn the pump off. From the current status screen, press the left arrow button. Press the right arrow, up arrow, then select button to get Manager access to the control. From the main menu, scroll down and select the Errors and Statistics option. Select the Machine Statistics option. Press the right arrow button to get to the Machine Statistics, 9 of 10. Move the cursor to the Reset Hose Service Time and press the Select button. Press the left arrow button until the current status screen is displayed. Disconnect the mix sensor wire. Disconnect the air hose from the air outlet tube. Disconnect the mix pump hose from the mix tube. Turn the pump on and pull the tan hose to access the hose clamp. turn the pump off. Disconnect the tan hose at the elbow. Turn the pump on and then pull the tan hose out of the black cover and turn the pump off. Disconnect the remaining clamps on the hoses. Disassemble the check valve. Follow local and state regulations for cleaning and sanitizing. Use brushes, sponges, and washcloths to thoroughly clean all parts. Mix sanitizer according to the manufacturer's instructions. After cleaning and sanitizing the parts, clean the mix tubes in the cabinet. Always wash your hands before assembling. Assemble the check valve assembly. Install the O-rings and lubricate with petrol gel. Make sure the spring is placed correctly. Then assemble and secure with the lock clip. Connect one end of the longest piece of hose to the check valve and the other end to the plastic elbow. Connect the tan hose to the plastic elbow. Connect the remaining large diameter hose to the large fitting of the three-way T. Connect the air inlet hose to the small fitting on a three-way T. Connect the mix hose to the mix tube in the cabinet. Connect the air hose to the air tube in the cabinet. Turn the mix pump on and then feed the tan hose into the left side of the black cover until about 6 inches remain on the entering side. Then turn the pump off. connect the tan hose to the three-way T. Turn the pump on to allow the remaining hose to feed through the black cover. Then turn the pump off. Connect the mix sensor wire to the mix pickup assembly. The pump hose assembly is now cleaned and ready for use. Following the instructions in this video will help you get the best performance from your Stoelting machine.